guys, let's transition over to Joe Burrow getting surgery. Guys, Joe Burrow is going under the knife. Toe surgery. He'll be sidelined for a minimum of 3 months. And this totally shifts the AFC picture. Let's just be honest. This isn't just a setback, guys. This is a season-defining blow for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, guys, Joe Burrow went down Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars after being sacked by Eric Armstead. He limped, collapsed, trying to leave the field, and he had to be helped into the locker room. The diagnosis was turf toe. Bad enough that surgery is required. This isn't just a 1 or 2 week fix, guys. It's a 3 months minimum fix, which means most of the regular season is gone. Probably until week 14 with 15 after Thanksgiving. Guys, now the Bengals are going to roll with Jake Browning. He did lead a comeback win against the Jacksonville Jaguars, capping it off with a goal line leap for the game winner. So the team rallied, but the bigger picture is clear. When Joe Burrow doesn't play, this team isn't the same. Since 2020, guys, the Cincinnati Bengals is 2 games under 500 without Joe Burrow and averages 20 fewer points per game. That is a massive drop-off for this offense built around one man, especially when they have defensive problems. Now, the bigger concern is that Joe Burrow's injury patterns keep getting longer and longer and longer. Torn ACL and MCL his rookie year, finger issues, a MCL sprain in the Super Bowl, a calf injury in camp, a wrist injury that ended his season last season, and a turf toe in 2025. He's been beat up year after year after year, and it's raising real questions, his durability. Now, the Bengals didn't even have an active quarterback roster after Jake Browning on the roster. Brett Rypien is on the practice squad, and the front office is already making calls to free agents that need an arm in the room immediately. Jake Browning can't carry the load alone all season long. So, guys, here is where I land. The Bengals fans should be concerned. Not because their season is over, but because without Joe Burrow, their ceiling is now capped. 3 months is almost like the whole season. If they can hang around 500 somehow and Joe Burrow makes it back late, there's still a little bit of chance to make the playoffs. But make no mistakes, guys. Cincinnati Bengals just went from a 2-0 contender into survival mode literally overnight. But what do you guys think? Can the Bengals keep their season alive with Jake Browning as their quarterback, or is this the beginning of the end for 2025? Comment down below, guys. This is a live, interactive show. I want to hear your comments. Dark Brown is asking the question, who is the Bengals' backup quarterback? Their backup quarterback is Jake Browning. He will now be the starter for the next 3 months. And honestly, guys, if you guys flash back when Joe Burrow went down a couple years ago with that wrist injury and missed the final 6 games of the season, Jake Browning did not look terrible. Did not look great, but did not look terrible. So I think he can logistically carry this team if the defense is decent, right? If they're decent, like they were against the Cleveland Browns week 1, they could hang around 500. But the question is, do you guys think the Bengals can keep their season alive with Jake Browning? And Dark Brown simply says, nope, they cannot. Because when you look at the Cincinnati Bengals schedule moving forward, it does not do them any favors. Because what? 3 months takes you to right about week 14-ish, right? They got the Vikings coming up at Minnesota. Yes, the Vikings are now without J.J. McCarthy. He went down with this sprained ankle out 2 to 4 weeks. Who had this on your bingo card? Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning week 3, right? Hey, whatever. Then they play at Mile High Stadium versus the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football. No easy matchup. You got the Lions, arguably a top team in the NFL. The Packers, a top team in the NFL. The Steelers could be decent. We'll see. Jets, Bears, Steelers, and then Patriots and Ravens and Bills to end the season, right? So they're least, after they get past the Packers, they have an easier slate of games till Thanksgiving than they at the Ravens, at the Bills, and the Ravens again. If Joe Burrow could come back there and they rattle off 3 wins, we could see something, right? We could